So, what is going on, guys? It is Crisis Diamago here, coming at you live and in person. Today's video, guys, we're going to be talking about early impressions on the Battlefield Hardline Beta. Now, before we get into that, if you do go on to enjoy this video, make sure you drop a like on it. Also, subscribe to my channel if you're new and you like Battlefield-related content. So, with that all being said, let's hop right into this detail. I have to say, early impressions of the beta. You got to remember, this is a beta. We're not going to get access to everything, and we're not going to really get a full feel for the full game because it is just a beta. Doing a little bit of Hotwire here on Downtown. I have to say, so far, this is my favorite game mode out of the three that came with the actual beta. We got Hotwire, we got Heist, and we also got Conquest, which everybody knows in the Battlefield franchise. Now, Heist mode, I gotta admit, it's not my favorite, simply because everybody that I personally ran into had a shotgun. These things need nerfed out of their minds, along with some of the grenades. The Molotovs are absolutely huge, and I love using the Molotovs, but they are just, the burn radius on these things are just massive. But the shotguns are definitely screaming for a nerf, because they're just way too powerful. When I was playing Heist, 90% of the time I was killed by a weapon, it was by a shotgun. And these things, I mean, I was just turning the corner, blam, dead. Turning the corner, blam, dead. And I mean, it was no fun for me unless you were the cops, and then you got to really kind of turn the tides on the crooks. You run in there with a shotgun and you just slaughter everything. But it still wasn't really that fun for me. Now, granted, I was playing with a bunch of randoms. I wasn't really playing with any friends, but still, just wasn't really my cup of tea. Conquest is Conquest. It's what everybody knows, except it's really different because there's no tanks, there's no LAVs, there's no jets. There are choppers, but they're extremely weak. And it's just kind of, it's different. Definitely don't go into Conquest thinking it's going to be just like Battlefield 4 Conquest, because it's not. It's extremely different. It's extremely infantry based. Even though there are vehicles in it, it's still pretty infantry based. Now, my game mode, my favorite game mode, like I said, is Hotwire. It's what you're watching right now, and especially Hotwire on Downtown. Now, obviously, we only have access to 2 maps for Hotwire. We have Dust Bowl and we have Downtown. I personally like Downtown a little bit more. It's more of the urban, street city environment, and that's kind of what I like. So, but it's all based on personal preference. Dust Bowl, Hotwire is just as fun, but like I said, I prefer Downtown on Hotwire. This game mode is absolutely amazing. The only downside I really have about it is that if your team has all the cars, which it's A, B, C, D, and E on PS4, and I'm assuming also on PC. I'm not quite sure about old gen consoles, whether they have 5 cars or not, but A, B, C, D, and E, if your team controls 4 or even 5 of those cars, it gets kind of boring because you're just driving around in these cars. They're coming after you, but it's not really that much of a challenge because they really can't take you out. If you control these cars for a certain amount of time, the game can actually end pretty quickly. My personal favorite thing to do is hop into a car, get back out of it, grab my RPG from the trunk, hop onto a motorcycle, send the motorcycle into a car, send the car into the air, and hit it with an RPG. Now, for this gameplay, I didn't have the RPG unlocked in the cars yet, but later on, I progressed and I ended up doing it, and I gotta tell you, it's so satisfying to just leave your bike, go straight into a car, watch the car flip into the air, and hit it with an RPG. It's probably the most fun thing to do in this game. I also kind of wish that the grenade launchers packed a little bit more punch to them, especially against vehicles. I mean, these aren't armored vehicles. These are vans, and these are cars and oil tankers and things like that. If I hit an oil tanker with a grenade launcher, I mean, it should probably explode. I get it, that would make it way too easy, but I mean, it's still kind of unrealistic. Again, I understand you have to balance everything, but I would just wish the grenade launchers packed a little bit more punch. I shot a grenade launcher round straight through the windshield of a car and it didn't explode the car. So, I mean, yeah, it'll do some damage. I think the max damage I ever got was a direct hit. It was like 64 damage or something like that. But the small arms actually do more damage to the vehicles than the grenades do, or the grenade launchers do, because, not really the grenades do a hell of a lot of damage, but the grenade launchers especially, because you can just keep pumping rounds into them. I mean, I'll hit it one time with a grenade launcher, switch to my MPX, and just take out a car. And that's really cool because in Battlefield 4, Battlefield 3, pretty much every other Battlefield, if you came across a vehicle and you didn't have any rockets or anything like that, you were screwed. Because your dinky little bullets were not going to do anything to a tank. They're not going to do anything to an LAV or an AA or anything like that. Now you actually stand a fighting chance with small arms fire, especially with the engineer class, because you have the high rate of fire SMGs and you also have the Magnum pistols. So the Magnum pistols are pretty cool. When you pop off 5-6 rounds into a car with a Magnum, got your MPX or whatever SMG you're using, the MP5 is actually still a pretty good submachine gun, and you can get the job done. I mean, I've taken out entire cars with just my guns, not even using a grenade launcher or anything like that. So, but overall, I have to say this beta's pretty good. For the first day of the beta, I haven't had any real lag issues, haven't had any real netcode issues, hit marker issues, anything like that. I will say though, you die incredibly fast in this game. I mean, like I said, especially with the shotguns, but like I said, they are definitely screaming for a nerf because they are just way too overpowered. I mean, you shouldn't be able to use a shotgun to take out somebody from the other side of the map. It's absolutely ridiculous. There's no way a shotgun should outrange my SMG or my assault rifle or anything like that. But we're getting a little bit off topic. I would have to say, download this beta. Play it for yourself. Don't take my word for it. It's a very fun game. If you haven't downloaded it yet, it will take some time, just to let you know. It is a pretty big file, so it will take some time to actually download and install onto your system, especially if you don't have that great of internet. So yeah, but like I said, just go play it, download it, have a lot of fun on it. I will probably not be streaming today, which is Tuesday. No, today's Wednesday. Today's Wednesday, so if this video does get to go up on Wednesday, I will probably not be streaming tonight, but I will be streaming Thursday, Friday, Saturday, all day long. Make sure you come over to twitch.tv/CrisisDiamago. Come hang out, say hello. We will definitely have to play together as well, so if you guys have this on PS4, make sure to send me a request and I will gladly hook up with you guys. We'll go pony opposition because this game is a lot of fun in squads. It's a lot of fun to play with friends, and it's just an overall different experience than Battlefield 4. Battlefield 4 is a lot more competitive. It's a lot more intense. This game is just fun. So with that all being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, don't forget to drop a like on it. Again, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Let me know down in the comment section below, have you played the beta? What do you think about it? What's your favorite map? What's your favorite game mode? What's your favorite weapon setup? Let me know all that down in the comment section below. I hope to see you guys out there on the battlefield. And until next time, guys, I'm CrisisDiamago, and I'll see you when I see you.